Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
Huntley to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Steelers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
This complete to Langford. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. On fourth down, on is the punter, Colby Wadman. Here's Austin. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Forced out to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines. And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, Huntley. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, on is Colby Wadman now to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Now Austin. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Samson Abukum able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
They're going to look to throw. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
taken in at the 22. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Here's Huntley. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Huntley being chased out left. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. Colby Weidman now on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Talk about angling that one perfectly, partner. We know the ball can bounce anywhere, especially how it's shaped. But that one, as if on cue, goes out of bounds perfectly.
Perfect indeed, right at the 1-yard line. Excellent coffin corner punt. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
That's now 6 dropbacks, 6 incompletions. Yeah, the defense has been pretty good early, but he's got to start hitting some of those throws. He's making them better than what they actually are.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll throw again from their own end zone. And this one's incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their 1st-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Out from the shadows of their goal line, here's 1st and 10 from the 11.
Trap 60. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. Hey, man, watch. Check.
Now back to throw. On the slant, he's got Davis. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Escaping, and a big loss here as he's taken down. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. 18, right here. Check, 93's the mic, 93's the mic. And it's getting that home. Check. Go street. 93's the mic. Who that? Who that?
He'll look to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle him.
Mostert hit, and he drops the ball. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain there of 30 big ones. Throwing on 1st down. Huntley gets this one to Hill. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down. They'll look to throw again. It's caught. Here's Langford. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Back to throw. Huntley, quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
This taken in at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy leagues.
Is that what they call
receiver
PPR?
still gets a point there. Yeah. And you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards that time. Operating from the gun, Huntley. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Off the play fake, Huntley. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Back to throw here. Here's Johnson with a reception. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Boswell good with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
2nd down and another run with Edmonds. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the...
He's got a man, complete.
It's a big play there for Miami. 52 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. A good run of 6 yards there gets them closer to the goal line with second down coming up. Edmonds again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Edmonds is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense? I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
He'll let it fly for Austin. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis, and he'll be brought down at the 27. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Dolphins are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Huntley. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He'll let it fly for Austin. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll look to throw. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Now this time he'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Samson Abukum able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Steelers will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard.
He's got a man, complete. 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Raheem Mostert. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And now here is another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Javon Holland, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Operating from the gun, Huntley. And my goodness, another interception. It's the ex-Dolphin, Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw